Okay. Okay. So at least we get to do that one again. We at least get to do that all again. Okay. So yeah, welcome, welcome to the Ramel HD channel. Welcome back to another episode of this Manchester United Career Road. This is episode 94. For those who don't know, who weren't watching live, I had to do this again because yeah, there was something wrong with the audio, and yeah, pretty much we had to start this whole stream again. But yeah, yeah, we're gonna pick up where we left off. We're gonna cover the same things again, just in case people watch it on a playback. So yeah, where we left off, in terms of the results in the last stream, like I said before, Everton we beat them 1-0 just about. It was a close, cool victory, and yeah, that spurred me on to get a victory against RB Leipzig. We beat them 3-1 on match day 5 in Group C. And then we capped the episode off with an away trip to Anfield where we smashed Liverpool in the Northwest Derby. We made it look like easy food, to be fair. And yeah, I'm quite happy with the way we performed so far on these live streams. And yeah, what I was saying before, I was thanking you guys for showing up to the streams, dropping comments, leaving likes, leaving suggestions. Um, I don't get to see it, but I'm going to assume that some of you guys are sharing as well and hitting the notification bell. So yeah, thank you for the support so far. In this live stream, we are going to cover Southampton, and then we have an away trip to Reading, and then we have a home trip. Not a home trip. We have a home game against Sparta at Moscow. But yeah, it's amateur hour. I sincerely apologize to the people that were just watching the previous stream. There was an issue with the console, so I had to reset the whole thing. I even reset the whole computer as well, just in case. But yeah, we're gonna move past that. We're gonna go back into team management, and we are going to sort through the players that we want to start off in the stream. So if I can remember, I had Marcus on the field, Sholton, Kunde, and then we gave the captain banter to Ferrara, and then who did we have on the bench? I think we had Rashford on the bench still. We gave the low a spot in the starting 11, and I think yeah Oliver Johnson was on the bench. I'm quite happy with this. I'm quite happy with the way our side's looking. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with this. So yeah, just to cover it again, we have Reeve in goal. Delo's at right back. Ferrara is he's at the back with Kunde and Davis. Carey, he's in the middle with Bellingham and Marcus. Sancho's on the right hand side. We don't want Perrin up front. We want Adeyemi to start. That was the difference. So Adeyemi starting ahead of Perrin, and then we have Sholton. So yeah, let's quickly get into the game. Again, I'm a very apologetic person. Um, yeah, I don't like to present the channel that way to people that aren't familiar as well. It doesn't really help. This is a bit loud in my ear. Let me turn this down. But yeah, I'd rather you guys be introduced to the channel in a positive way, have a good introduction to it, and me having a messed up live stream isn't the best way to introduce the channel. But yeah, let's get into the first piece of action. It's a Premier League game against Southampton. At the moment, we sit on top of the table with 33 points. Can we extend our point tally to 36? We'll find out. We'll find out. We're at home. It's raining. It's a rainy day in Manchester. We get a lot of those. Not that I'm from Manchester, but yeah, it rains a lot in England. Okay, let me check the live chat. Shout out Murph as well. I did read your live chat before. You pre-ordered FIFA 23. You said. I mean, I just hope that FIFA 23 lives up to expectations because we still buy the game regardless of the state that it's in. So I'd hope that they will have a bit more respect this year. Put a game out that actually works from day one. So yeah, I hope you find enjoyment with FIFA 23. I hope I do too. I hope I do for 50 to 70 pound a year. We should be able to enjoy the content that EA gives us within its releases. 4 minutes in, finally making my way forward. Ball cleared out by Verissimo. Yeah, they got Mukoko. What is going on here? This save is actually really intriguing. The more you face off against sides that shouldn't really be in the top half of the table, you actually peep the players that they buy and the business that they do. And then you kind of start to figure out why they're overachieving. They really, like, Mukoko on Football Manager, he literally turns into a beast. So this guy's got one of the best potentials in terms of strikers in the football world. Here's Shelton. Just about find a way to get the ball to Bellingham. I didn't know who to give it to. Davis wasn't obviously giving me an option. Shelton was kind of dibbling dabbling in an offside position. But yeah, what's your score predictions for this game for those who are watching? I predict I'll say 4-1. I would want to keep a clean sheet, but it's not always guaranteed. Okay, so just keep moving this ball around, drag people out of position. I've noticed the more I tweak the sliders, the longer it gets, or the longer it takes for me to break down the opposition. And it's a bit of the team tactics and the sliders, I think. But Southampton are naturally a side that don't really go direct. I don't really know Southampton's tactics like that, so I'm not gonna pretend that I know everything about how they set up. But I know they're not as direct as a side would be if they're in the top 4. There's Shelton. Bellingham, shot blocked. Do you know what I would love in FIFA 23? I would 3-1 prediction from Connor Kennedy. Thanks, pal. I mean, 3-1 still means we get 3 points. I predicted we wouldn't keep a clean sheet as well, to be fair. They've got a top striker up front. They've got 2 top strikers up front. But yeah, what I would love to see in FIFA 23 is opposition like changing up their tactics during the course of a save. So you don't get like a team like Southampton who managed to overachieve by finishing top 4, and if they do it like consistently, I'd want to see them become a confident side, like taking it to teams. Because realistically, a side that's doing well now, they don't just sit back, they go for it. Just like that year where Leicester was on a roll when they ended up winning the league, they were taking it to teams despite being underdogs in pretty much I would say 60% of the games that they went into. There's a Tete. That's a poor pass. I had better options. I don't know why I decided to play it to that guy in that moment. Set myself up for that. Here's Carrasco. Oh my god, man. What a finish. What a finish. And he does the C. Adam Armstrong opens the scoring for Southampton. But yeah, this is what I mean. Southampton are a good side. You can't sleep on them. They opened the scoring. They did better than me, to be fair. I was playing around with the ball too much in the final third, whereas they actually did what I wanted them to do, which was to be direct. Now that they're a top side, they went straight for the jugular, and they managed to get a goal. Reeve got a hand to it, just wasn't enough in the end. Okay, so yeah, Connor, your predictions on. It's 1-0 at the moment. You predicted 3-1. Okay, so Adam Armstrong, that's his first. We've handed him his first goal in 8 games. We should be appalled of our defending. It's Shelton, Adiemi, Bellingham, Sancho. Oh, the keeper tips it onto the post, and it goes out for a goal kick. No, corner kick. Sorry. I thought that was gonna be a goal, if I'm honest with you. I normally score those. The top corner was calling my name. Put this ball in. Kunde. With the header, it gets cleared. Shelton. Of course. He only scores bangers from outside the box, and that's his angle. He kind of, like I said multiple times, he reminds me of Robben, but that strike there reminds me of Ashley Young. I think it was 2013 against Spurs. Nice little first touch to take the ball down, shaped up for the shot, just arrowed it into the corner. It was really unstoppable. The keeper had no chance. Yeah, that's the perfect angle. That's the perfect shot. Hasenhüttl now on level terms with me. So yeah, it's 1-1, 39 minutes played. We got 2 goals in the first half, which is something we couldn't say about the very first games of the last couple of streams that we've done. So yeah, we're not boring you from the jump. A bang merchant. Yeah, I know how to score them bangers from outside the box. Yeah. Just years of playing FIFA, you just know the right angle, and you also know when you're gonna concede as well. You know when the AI is about to score a banger. It becomes very obvious. But yeah, Laos is in the booking. Poor challenge on Bellingham. It's not necessary at all. And I want them to tweak that as well. Like, obviously, I want fouls to be committed in FIFA 23, but I don't want the opposition to be overly aggressive the way they are in this game. So Ferrara, we're definitely aiming for him. Always aiming for Ferrara. It's getting played out now. Why did he not lock onto that? I mean, he could have swung his left foot at it. So 45 minutes on the clock. It's 1-1. 1 minute added on. And we have Tete running down the right-hand side. He's taking on Alfonso. Ball comes in and Reeve easily deals with that. So we're going to go into the half-time break level. I feel like I'm doing more waffling than concentrating. So in the second half, we are going to up the intensity. We're going to see a massive improvement in our performance, simply because I know what we're capable of. Once we actually started going direct, we bagged a goal. So we are going to go with that approach. See how Southampton manage to deal with that, see if they adapt. But yeah, we are still positive. Yo, what's up, Keem? Welcome to the stream. Also, if you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe as well. Drop likes. Thank you guys for dropping comments so far. There's the low. Oh, what are you doing? What is he playing at? I saw that free ball from a mile away, just couldn't stop it. Yeah, I'm seeing everything pan out. Oh no. Thank you, Kerry, for being in the right position at the right time. Because that definitely would have gone left if one of the Southampton strikers were there to tap that in. Sancho, we're on a counter-attack. Veerman tackles me as I try to cut in on the inside. At this team that they have Shirky. Literally, I think Hasenhüttl's been playing too much Football Manager. There's Tete. There's I don't know how to say his name. Tete puts the ball in. Kunde blocks it. Illegally. There's Shelton. See how Brock Lesnar had Suplex City? We have Step Over City with Shelton. Guy loves a take on. He loves the take on, he does. There's Marcus. Playing quite well since his sharpness has gone up. Sancho. Oh, I tried to play on the inside to Adiemi. The pass was on. Just took too long. My reactions weren't quick enough. There's a Bellingham. Loses the ball. Couldn't control the ball properly in the centre circle. There's Lauza. To Mukoko. Shirky. Veerman. Back into Shirky. And Ferrara's there. I see Sancho making that run. He's just not quick enough. He's not quick enough. Verissimo's been doing well. Sancho wins the ball. Plays the ball into the box. And Shelton couldn't get into the Couldn't get to the cross in time. I think he's offside. No, he's not. Still a bit dangerous for Southampton. Why did he lock off there? What is he doing? That's like falling asleep at the wheel. You can't just be in the middle of an attack and lock off the ball. What is he doing? Because of that, Southampton look to be a danger right now as Armstrong takes a shot and Reeve pulls off a great save. It's Bellingham. What is going on there? What is going on with the aggression in this game? It's just unnecessary. I'm trying to get forward, trying to push. And the play is being stopped left, right, and centre because of these silly challenges. So Armstrong's gone off. I wonder who they've brought on. I skipped too quickly. Everything's has quieted down a bit, so just goes to show that there's been a lack of action for the last couple of minutes. Okay, my latency's dropping. I can tell there's a bit of a delay. We're gonna play through it. 72 minutes on the clock. Very cagey so far. I'm not trying to give up much. Southampton aren't trying to give up much. So I'm not underestimating the pace that they have up front. That 1-3 ball over the top could cause a lot of problems. And they're not terrible finishers either, so they're likely to take their chances if given the chance. Oh my goodness me. Almost bundled into the back of the net. Just like the Everton game, we've not started the stream off well. There's a Sancho. Kerry. Another banger? No. Itakura is in the way. We still haven't made a change. We're moving like Ollie. Waiting until it's too late to make changes. Oh, he's taken out. Referee doesn't even give an advantage, I think, because the player was off the field. I'm assuming. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't even press a button there. I was just jockeying, but I was jockeying at a really fast pace, and I caught him heading into the box. And Southampton have a penalty with 10 minutes to go. We need to make some changes. We definitely need to make some changes. Perrin, Rashford. What are we doing? How's your day going? My day's going well. Yeah, I just dropped off my daughter, which is why the initial stream was all over the place. I didn't have everything set up the way it should have been. But yeah, it's been a peaceful Sunday, a peaceful weekend with my daughter, to be fair. Thank you for asking. How's your day been, Keen? But yeah, Southampton have an opportunity to take the lead again, and that's exactly what they do through Mukoko. This is yeah, this is not where we need to be with 9 minutes to go in the game. He just puts it away. Poor defending from our captain for the game. He should have been ready to make the initial interception of that through ball pass, but because he wasn't there, I tried to take the initiative and be aggressive and force him into a challenge, which I shouldn't have made. And now it's 2-1 to Southampton. Dispatches that penalty quite well. Normally I save them. I'm a good penalty stopper. Saved quite a lot of penalties in this save. So yeah, we definitely need to turn up, salvage a draw at least. I don't see myself getting a win. I came into this game really confident as well that we was going to beat Southampton. But Hassan he's played the game quite well. He hasn't committed players forward like that, but he hasn't sat back either. So whenever he has attacked, they've attacked with a good amount of numbers, enough to actually hit me where it hurts. And they're moving the ball around good as well. So, I mean, it's a deserved victory if we do end up losing. done, Ferrara. Players are just not getting forward quick enough. That's what it is. Like, look how long it's taken Perrin. And then Carey just does that with the ball. Over the top. Perrin, salvage a draw. That's exactly what we're about. Last minute goals. We salvage the draw. Basile Perrin off the bench. Star signing. 200 million worth of goals so far this season. And he's bagged another. As you can see, the scenes. We're celebrating like we've won the title. But, I mean, I'd rather take a draw. I'd rather take a draw than a defeat at this point. We did not deserve anything from this game. I can hold my hands up and admit that. But it's not about what you deserve, it's about what you get at the end of it. And it looks like we have a draw. It looks like we have a draw. Well done, Perrin. We are really good at that. Bringing players on to be really effective. And we salvaged a point. I mean, Connor, we didn't get the predicted scoreline, but we did get an entertaining game with an entertaining finish. So yeah, let me know, guys. What do you think of that performance? What do I need to improve on? Because yeah, we're starting off these streams really slowly. Then we come into our own towards the end of the stream. But we need to start off sharp, start off with a bang, give you guys a reason to stay. Oh my days. What a finish. What a finish to that game. What a finish to that game. So we have the menu in front of us now. We're gonna take a look at the table and see what that's done. So we have 34 points. We are only 5 points ahead of Chelsea, who have 29 points. Manchester City are third with 27. They're sharing the same amount of points as Liverpool and Spurs. Spurs are fourth, and Liverpool are fifth. Southampton remain sixth after that draw. Right behind them is Arsenal with 24 points, as Southampton have 25. But yeah, that was a really entertaining game for me. I enjoyed that one, despite the poor defending from Ferrara, despite conceding a penalty. That's actually got me looking forward to the next game. So as you can see, the headlines: Perrin saves the day, held to a draw. It's not much going on in this save so far. We've made all the signings that we wanted to make. Because it's the final season, we haven't really paid much attention to the youth. And yeah, I'm just looking at the list of players that we have so far. The guys that I'm interested in is David Ayala to add some extra cover for that CDM position. Sometimes I don't want to play Bellingham or De Jong as a CDM. And then there's going to be a game where I want to rest Carey. So adding that extra additional CDM could help us in January. So Chadwick, Aguirre, and then we have Ayala. Those are the three CDMs that we're mainly looking at, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, let's head off into the next game against Reading. We have a youth report. Let's see what this says. Not says. Let's see what we have in the youth report. So Nugent, he's gone up. He's gone up. Just give him a professional deal. Gonna loan him out. We're not gonna use him at all in the save, but we're just gonna keep everything going as if we're gonna be continuing the save. Just keep the club running efficiently. Give him some wacky number, 74. Let me read the comments. Okay, nothing new said in the chat, so we're gonna head off into the game. So I'm assuming you guys are just waiting patiently for some more action. So Perrin's gonna start. Do you know what? Yeah, we're not gonna find any stability with that forward, with that number 9, because with that number 9 position, because week in week out we're rotating based on form. There's games where Adeyemi goes silent, and then Perrin will come off the bench and he will do that, and then I'll start Perrin. He'll bang a hat trick, and then he will have a silent game, and then it's like a rotated thing between Adeyemi and Perrin. Like they have days off or weeks off, and yeah, I don't think we have a first choice number 9, if I'm honest with you. So let's give Bello some time on the bench. Some time on the bench, you know. Doesn't sound like I'm gonna use him. But yeah, he's on the bench to potentially be subbed on if things are going well during the game, and we have use of a rotated player. Shelton, he did score that banger in the last game. I'm going to start him on the right hand side, give Sancho a rest. Belghazi's going to be on the bench. We're going to give Owen Stokes a spot on the bench as well. And I think that's about it. I think that's it for the rotating. Don't want to rotate too much. Wait, Carey. He's playing too much. He's playing too much. So yeah, this is how we're going to set up against Reading. We have Reeve and goal. Delos at the back with Ferrara and Anasio and Cucurella. In the middle, we have De Jong as a number 6. Bellingham's the number 8. And number 10 is Izquierdo. Shelton's playing off on the right-hand side. Perrin's the number 9 for this match. And we have Marcus Rashford on the field. He's starting. We're going to give him the captaincy as well. And we're going to head off into this match. Hopefully, we're going to get a victory in the Majesi Stadium. Hopefully, there's no upset. Because, yeah, looking past Reading could be detrimental. We didn't have a good end to that last match. Conceding that penalty late on. So here we are. Second game of the stream. So yeah, no conceding goals. That's the plan. We're going to shut out and nullify all the attacks. And we want to have a good ending to the match. All 3 points is the only good ending we have. I know the draw was a good result, but it's still not a good ending for me. We were the favourites heading off into that game against Southampton. Plus, we was at home as well. So there's no excuse. Okay, so we're kicking off. We're attacking to the left. Reading are attacking to the right. We're going to go direct from the beginning. They look really slow and sluggish. There's Aziz. Well done, Cucurella. Well done, Anasio. Gets a foot on that. There's a lot of coming together. I noticed with these sliders, they make the players like slower during their little weird animations that they do, especially when they're colliding with each other. It's like they collide in slow motion. Maybe I'm just too used to this arcadic, fast-paced game. What is Ferrara doing? He should have just kept running. He probably would have intercepted the pass. It's Perrin. Shelton tried to cut in on his left foot. He runs straight into traffic. It's Handel. Clark on the left-hand side. Delos he's not blocking enough the angle. Needs to block off the angle. The cross. There's Brink. Clark. Yeah, this is how it happens. They make their way into the box through the side. Simple passes as well. It's never anything complicated. They do any tricks. They don't do 1-2s. It's normally just a simple squared pass. And they'll just keep doing it. And then they'll dink it. They'll dink it across the box and hope for an attacker to get onto it or a defender to deflect it into the back of the net. Here's a Cucurella. Bellingham. Tackle from behind. I'm going to take that free kick. We'll take that. We're good at these. We're good at these. So Testman's in the book. Sorry, I forgot to change it to the smaller webcam. So you can see more of the field. So Perrin standing over this free kick. I'm not going to trust him. And we're going to go directly with Shelton. Let's see if he's got curve. Nah, he hasn't even got power or curve. What is this guy good at when it comes to free kicks then? He's just got accuracy. Is that it? Like really and truly, accuracy is not enough. You have to have a bit of something. Close. It was close enough. Southwood gets a touch. We have a corner kick. Yeah, that's what I mean. You have to have a bit of something. Like there was no power behind it. couldn't add any curve. So it was just like it's just a ball that was just dipping over the top. There was nothing I could really do to worry the keeper. De Jong. Even in this game, we're not scoring a lot of goals. Maybe it's a bit naive of me to come into this game assuming that we're going to smash Reading. When you smash the likes of Liverpool, you expect to turn teams like this over in the blink of an eye. Here's Izquierdo. Rashford. Southwood with another save. Standout performance so far. Shelton. Izquierdo. Right foot shot. It's blocked by Dorset. Corner kick. Corner kick. "23 minutes gone, it's still 0-0. We'll clear it out. Shelton. We have a pop from outside the box. Handel gets a block in. Bellingham heads it down. Here's Inacio. Izquierdo. Puts the ball in again, and Abbey gets it cleared. Moreno heads it down into Aziz. Oh, well done, Perrin. Oh my days, Izquierdo, man. Where's the pace? What is wrong with this guy? Ball played over the top. What was Izquierdo doing? Like, this guy's so tiny and he's running really slow. Give me this short and stocky with no pace. He's physically useless at this point. There's a Cucurella. Oh, nice little slip pass into Perrin and Southwood again. Southwood denying me. Another one-on-one opportunity on stream has been wasted. I wasted like 2 of those yesterday. Shocking finishing yesterday, and it continues in this stream. Okay. Bellingham's the target. Switch up from Ferrara. Ball comes in. Southwood pressured by Bellingham. Gets a punch on it. Rashford heads it down. De Jong. Izquierdo with the shot, and Southwood again. Man of the match performance. This guy's playing like he's David De Gea in his prime. Speaking of De Gea, I'm running out of ideas on the touchline. I'm consulting in my loyal club captain. Oh my days. What do I have to do to beat Southwood? Ball comes in again. Marcus Rashford. Couldn't take the shot from this angle. Southwood gets a touch on that, and there we go. Perrin taps it in. We had to wait for the keeper to be out of play to get a goal. He was on the ground as I tap it in for 1-0. Not the best way to open the scoring, but we'll take it because it looks like he can save a burning building at this point. He definitely can save a burning building. The amount of opportunities I had leading up to this point. Okay, that Perrin smashes us ahead. LUFC crazy. I'm assuming you support Leeds United, but welcome to the channel. How you doing, LUFC crazy? Leading 1-0. That's his 10th goal in the league. He's having a really good debut season. Pedro tries to get the ball in, and Cucurella's there. Okay, the crowd it's a bit louder now. They're a bit more confident now that they've seen the first goal in the game. Game was a bit too quiet. Not chances wise. We had a lot of chances. Stadium, there was no atmosphere. There's a Moreno, takes a long shot. Not worrying the keeper at all. Yo, what's up, Josh Watson? How you doing? Guys, remember to leave likes. Thank you for dropping comments as well. Also, let me know what you want to see, like which team you want to see me use in FIFA 23. I'm going to keep asking this question as long as this season goes on, because we're really close to release of FIFA 23. I had at the back of my mind Aston Villa, Southampton, Everton, and Brighton. Those were the shouts that I got from the previous streams. So we're just gonna be doing that until like they release the proper update for FIFA 23. But all the squads are ready, and then we have a goal from Bellingham. Things were getting a bit too quiet. They weren't pressing us. We had time and space to move the ball around, and I just finesse it in with Jude Bellingham. He's finally starting to contribute with some goals. Whether it's against smaller teams or not, it doesn't matter. We're getting the investment back that we need. We definitely need goals like this. We're not going to score the simple ones, like the little one-on-ones, Southwoods and top form. We are going to need something special from individuals like Bellingham. But yeah, as I was saying, before we start a save with Man United on FIFA 23, I'm going to do a save with a different side just to zazz up the channel a bit. Get a bit of get more people involved from different sides of the world. People that support different teams. Don't just want United fans tuning in. But yeah, we go into the interval 2-0 up. Fantastic goal from Bellingham. We open the score with Perrin as well. It's not really one of the best games to play on stream because of the likes of Reading. Obviously, it's not because we're using United, but it's a game that's in the way. You have to play what's in front of you, and I'm not one to just simulate on camera as well. I don't skip games on camera, so I'll just play it. So you never know, there could be an upset. Southampton almost got all 3 points against me. I am expected to walk all over Spartak Moscow though, because they're in like the worst form in Group C. So who's your favorite football player? At the minute, with me, I love football, and I know it's typical for people to like goal scorers, but at the moment, for me, if we're talking about Man United, my favorite footballer is Martinez. I just enjoy watching him defend. Like, he's very passionate. His decision making is actually miles better than Bailey's. Like, I see a lot of Bailey in Martinez, but I feel like Martinez is a bit more intelligent. So he will go in rashly, but he will make sure the job gets done. So at the moment, real life, as we speak, my favorite player is Lisandro Martinez. So if you do another Man United career or just do a Juventus one since they're in the game now. See, I would do Serie A, but it's gonna be hard for me to immerse myself into like doing a Serie A save. I could do Bundesliga because they have the package, like they have the licenses. There's not gonna be teams missing. Like, I don't want to play against Bergamo Calcio. Like Roma FC, I don't really want to see that, and I most certainly don't want to see what Napoli looks like. I can't remember what Napoli's name is going to be on the game, but they definitely lost the license for that. Ooh, shot again. It just seems like we're going to go for spectaculars in this match. I'm just going to quickly make changes because in the last game I waited a bit too late, and they give Bello a shot. And use him as a box-to-box player. Belghazi's gonna grace us with his presence and move Shelton off to the left-hand side. Let me read some of the questions. What football team you support? Oh, Man United, Manchester United. That's the team I support. I don't live in Manchester, but I fell in love with Man United from a really young age. Even when they were losing, that's when I first started supporting them. I supported them. I remember specifically. My brothers were watching the Community Shield between Man United and Arsenal, and we were playing in a black kit. And for some reason, I just liked the way the black kit looked, and I just decided to cheer them on. And we went on to lose in the shootout, but since then, I've supported United. Didn't really see glory until like 2007, the 2007 06 2007 season. So yeah, I witnessed them go through a bit of a transition from I think 04 or 05, because they were kind of like dipping a bit. Fergie seemed like he was gonna leave. Roy Keane was coming to the end of his career. We lost Beckham. Times were looking hard as I was starting to support them, but then things got really good, and that's when I got a bit greedy as a fan, being spoilt with a lot of success. But now look at us. Leverkusen would be a good one. Yeah, I like Leverkusen. Leverkusen's a good shout. The thing is, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Premier League team. I could start a save with Bundesliga. Only the OG subscribers on this channel would know that I did a save with Hertha Berlin, but I just took all the videos down because I didn't like the quality of the videos. This was when I was first starting. I was really anxious. I still am, to be fair, but I'm opening up a bit on camera. The quality of the editing wasn't that great. There was a lot of cues that went wrong. So yeah, I decided to revamp the channel and scrap every video that was made before January 2022. And then I just started this brand new save. But yeah, Bundesliga is not an issue. Like, I just don't want to use Dortmund or Bayern Munich or Leipzig. I'd prefer to use a Hertha Berlin, a Leverkusen. I'm not even talking about the game right now. But yeah, the fact that I'm interacting with you guys is much better, to be fair. There's Belghazi. There's a Perrin. Poor. But yeah, I don't mind La Liga as well. I'm just not gonna use Madrid, Barca, or Real Madrid. Hey, Atletico Madrid. That's what I meant the first time. I've said Madrid twice. I don't mind the Sevilla or Athletic Bilbao, but you can only sign Basque players if you want it to be realistic. There we go, another goal from Belghazi. But yeah, if we do one with Athletic Bilbao, we can only sign Basque players. So I don't want to do that. I wouldn't be able to stick to that. So I'll probably use Villarreal, Sevilla, Valencia, Sleeping Giants. But yeah, Belghazi gets a goal from the bench, makes it 3-0. Okay, we do have one more change to make. We're probably going to make it once the ball goes out. It's the low. Also, to give you guys a heads up, I know this is probably not why you guys subscribe to my channel, but I am going to be streaming different kind of games going forward in the future, like story-based games, like The Last of Us, games like Quarry. Just saying examples. I'm not saying I'm going to stream those games directly, but those are the kind of games I do want to branch out and start playing. I wanted to do that initially, but like I said, I was really anxious starting up a channel. Now I'm a bit more confident, kind of know what I'm doing with the technical stuff. Like earlier I had technical issues with the sound. Normally that would take me hours to solve, but I solved it within like 5-10 minutes. But yeah, I'm also probably going to start playing PES as well. I enjoy playing PES. I know I play a lot of FIFA on camera, but don't get it twisted. I'm not a fanboy. I enjoy what I enjoy. Sometimes I like to play FIFA for authenticity and just for nostalgia reasons. For PES tactical reasons, I like to play that game. I like to sit down and figure out a way to break down the opposition. It's really fun for me. That's probably why I got back into Football Manager as well, because I had a period where I was playing Football Manager when I was really young, but then they stopped making it for Xbox, and I never owned a PC. So once I bought my first laptop, downloaded Football Manager. I think it was FM19, and then they indoctrinated me back into their society. Sports Interactive. They really know how to make a good football simulator. The low. Tessman cuts out that cross. Pesetto plays it forward into Johnson. I think that's Brandon Johnson. I can't remember his name. Ball played across the box, and they got a consolation. Reading have finally got their goal. Who do you think was going to win the World Cup? Anybody could win the World Cup. That's the thing. England could win the World Cup. We almost won the Euros. Italy, I mean, they're an Asian side. They've always been an Asian side. I don't really back Italy. France, they underperformed in the last Euros. And the thing is, I only really focus on European teams. I haven't really been watching like the South American sides or the North American sides, so I can't really make a calculated guess because I haven't been keeping up to date with all the international teams like the continental sides. So yeah, right now my knowledge is only really based on the European teams, and at the moment, like it could go to anyone. I don't really like the way Southgate sets up his team. Reminds me of Ollie, but obviously he's a bit more experienced. He has better players at his disposal. So I mean, I back England to make it to the quarters or the semis at most, but I don't think they're gonna make it to the final like they did with the Euros. Um, Spain they did quite well in the Euros. I think, do you know what, out of the European sides, I think it's either gonna be France or Spain to make it the furthest. That's my prediction. Uh, if you could top three players from your safe, you would just say it's icon and the best player. Hello, Hardy plays games. Um, I feel like my top three in no particular order because it'll be really hard to do that. Is Pedence, Ferrara. Chorizo came quite late, so I can't really say Chorizo. So it's Pedence, Ferrara, and I'll say Sancho and De Gea. I'll say Sancho because Sancho's played pretty much most of the games in this save, whereas De Gea he's now like second fiddle to Reeve. But at some point, David De Gea he was a really top player for me at the beginning. He saved me quite a lot of times, and he basically helped us win like 4 or 5 Champions Leagues in a row. So without him, we don't get the success. So no, I'll pick David De Gea. David De Gea, Pedence, and Ferrara. Ferrara simply because he's like the best ever centre back I've used in a FIFA game since I'll say FIFA 19 because every defender since FIFA 19 has been a crackhead. No matter how high their overall is, they're just crackheads. But yeah, when I signed Ferrara initially, he wasn't doing too well, and then once I got used to like using a player like him, he's been a top player. He's been really close to being like player of the season for our side every season, and yeah, he always gets picked by attackers because you already know attackers get all the goals, all the assists. So it's kind of hard to just pick Ferrara over Adiemi, who's contributing to like 60 goals a season. It's actually crazy numbers my attackers are doing. Let me read the chat still. Hey, so I've gone. I had to have games. Half the games were going. Okay, Murph. We end up drawing 2-2 with Southampton. We conceded a late penalty with 10 minutes ago, and they made it 2-1. And then Perrin scored a magnificent goal at the end. It was a nice little bit of link up, a ball over the top by Marcus, and we managed to bag the draw. In the previous game, we ended up beating Reading 3-1. They just got a last minute, well, not a last minute goal, a late consolation. So that game was fairly comfortable. We weren't really concentrating through that game, if I'm honest. I was mainly answering the questions because, yeah, it was getting a bit too easy. We're heading off into this game against Spartak Moscow. As I already said, yeah, Spartak Moscow, they're in the worst form in this group. They don't really stand a chance of making it into Europa League football because they're facing off against me, and I'm not going to take it easy on them. As you can see in the group, Lyonnais, they're pretty much in the driver's seat to make it into the knockout stage, but they need to get at least a draw or a win against Leipzig to hold them off. And yeah, if Spartak Moscow somehow pulls off a magnificent result against us and Leipzig lose, then Leipzig are going to be out of Europe. But like I said, I don't plan to help out the Russian side. I plan to make this a clean sweep, get all 18 points, and we are going to rotate. Let me know in the comment section below who do you want to see. Yeah, Ferrara's Italian. Do you know a lot of the time? Yeah, I've always said like, oh, well done to the Brazilian centre back, but I always mix him up with someone else that I've used in the previous save. I always assume that this guy's Brazilian, but he's actually Italian. Yeah, he's a really good centre back. Oh yeah, Murph. Yeah, I mentioned earlier in the live stream. I answered your chat from earlier, but yeah, I was saying we spend like £50 to £70 each year on FIFA, so I just hope that you're able to enjoy that pre-order purchase that you made. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, if you haven't left a like so far, please remember to leave a like. It goes a long way for me. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in, dropping comments below in the comment section, giving me people to talk to while I play this game. It's actually much better to do live streams, if I'm honest. It feels much better because I'm like interacting with you guys live. So I can see why a lot of YouTubers do it and why you guys have been urging me for months. Not even weeks. You guys have been telling me from time to actually do live streaming, but I don't know. Anxiety sometimes wins. Sometimes it defeats you until you can overcome it. And yeah, I'm really grateful for everyone that's tuned in so far. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe as well if you're enjoying the content so far. But yeah, let me know who you guys want to see in the rotation, because there's a lot of people that are going back to orange. We had a lot of players on green. The whole squad was on green at some point, but we haven't rotated nearly enough for us to maintain the sharpness throughout the squad. I don't want to completely weaken the side though, because like I said, I want all 18 points. Yeah, David De Gea definitely needs a game. Give him that captaincy. Rest Rashford. Rashford doesn't need to play. I think I'm gonna go with Pedence. Yeah, Pedence can play off the left. Belghazi, he's on the bench. No, he's not on the bench. He's in the reserves. I'm swapping with Sancho. See, yeah, hopefully it'll be worth a special piece. Oh yeah, I've heard on PC. I've heard on PC that they're stopping like the mods, so the PC community is kind of taking a hit. That's what I've heard. I'm not well clued up on that news. I've heard it from another news channel. Yeah, the mods in PC, it's not gonna be a possibility anymore. So if the game is completely broken, and yeah, you're just gonna experience everything we're experiencing on the console. So yeah, that's quite a shame. That's quite a shame. It gave people an alternative way to try and enjoy the game. It's like for us, if they take away altering the sliders, I feel like we'll be in a really bad position in terms of playing FIFA. If they get rid of the slider menu, and they give us what they've given us, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do with my days off. I wouldn't be able to play FIFA in that state. But yeah, we're heading off into match day 6 in Group C. Are we gonna decide the fate of Spartak Moscow? Are we gonna put the nail in the coffin? I certainly hope so. No remorse. You're not my team. I don't care for you at all. Okay, so yeah, we got this game kicked off. I'm not ignoring the chats. I've seen there's a new messages. I'm gonna respond once I'm a bit comfortable with the game. It's 0-0 at the moment. I don't want to lose concentration and be chasing the game really early on. That's the worst. It's the worst case scenario. Chasing the game from minute 1 when you concede really early. But then the plus side is that you have pretty much 89 minutes to get an equalizer and go ahead and try to win the game. It's Pedence. And for those who haven't tuned into the previous live streams, just to give you a heads up, Pedence is on his way out. He's going to Juventus in January. I'd rather him end his career at a club that's playing him regularly than him just, yeah, being disrespected, being left in the reserves. I owe him way more than that to just leave him in the reserves. After all the last minute goals, all the moments he's given us. There's Marcus. Does really well to hold on to possession. Belghazi into Kerry. Bellingham. Kerry takes a shot. Oh, pulls off a save. Maximenko pulls off a fantastic save. Tips it out for a corner. Let me back off a bit. Ball comes in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's find the back of the net some way, somehow. You can do it. You can do it. Here's Kerry. Shot is blocked. Pedence. Oh, don't know what I thought I was doing there. I was hoping that he could finesse it mid-air. I've done it before with him. Even at the age of 33, his overall's only 82 now. He's just really quick and fun to use in game. I'm probably going to have to bring Pedence with me wherever I go in FIFA 23. I'll start a save. He's probably going to be my first signing. So we got a free kick in a dangerous position. Willis can definitely hit these. This is not the position you want to concede a free kick in. Not with Willis on there. Can go with his outside. The outside of his foot. Why is it not flicking? Yep. They shagged me. I'm literally flicking it. I'm hoping for it to go diagonally inside. Not diagonally. Use his inside of his foot and go, yeah, diagonally. Go down diagonally, and it's not moving. It didn't move. I'm flicking the stick. I flicked it like 3 times just to make sure I was doing it properly. So even that free kick system that they've got going, even this one, it's been broken. It's been broken for a while. It works whenever it wants to work. There's no consistency with it. There's no consistency with how sweet you hit the ball, timing of the shot. You can still sky the ball over the bar. And I know it, like the actual player does matter, but it's supposed to matter. But even with players like IDME, his free kick accuracy is like 98, or it's something crazy right now. And his free kicks are also inconsistent. So still 0-0. Spartak Moscow still within a fighting chance of remaining in Europe. One player that I'm gonna be gutted of not being able to use is Owen Stokes though. He's been within the first team since the age of like 18, 19. He's had a couple loan spells here and there. He's taken a bit too long to develop into the player that he is now. He's now a squad player. I was hoping he could be a squad player from a younger age. Oh, what is Willis doing? Why would he do that? Bury that, man. This is what I mean. It's just decision making. It's just poor. There's certain moments where you play a through ball, the player goes with his head instead of volleying it when he could just volley it. There's certain moments where they go to volley it when they could header it. And there's moments like that where he just takes a chest, he controls it on his chest, takes awfully long to take the shot, and when he makes the connection, it's not even worth a connection. You may as well just took the ball down and moved the ball on. Can't believe he's done that in front of goal. I blame the player. That's why Willis doesn't start. That's my excuse. Got a free kick, indirect free kick. Let me go over some chats. When I play FM, it takes me 3 hours to complete some schedules. Yeah. When I play FM, I'm like that as well. Like, I'll spend a whole day setting up the whole save. Like, go through the staff members, the training schedules, the tactics, setting up the scouting. Yeah, Football Manager, you literally have to take proper time out if you want to successfully build a save. Like, if you want to build a save, you can't just start playing it and just do random stuff, because you're going to find the experience isn't that great if you're just casual and you don't really know what you're doing. But I realized, like, when I started playing Football Manager 19, I was really casual because I hadn't played it in years. And then once I started getting into like the technical side of the game, like, it becomes really enjoyable. Like, starting a new save isn't a chore anymore because I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what I want to do within the save. And yeah, even doing Football Manager videos on my channel, I've noticed the more I've done them, the more confident I've been speaking about certain things like the tactics and stuff. The more I've looked into little things like training, the training schedules, what effect it does or has on the player. Individual training, I've focused on that more this year as well, or FM22. I didn't ever really look into the effects and the benefits of properly focusing on individual players, especially the youth players from your youth intake. So yeah, that game goes into real depth, which I wish EA they took a few ideas from Sports Interactive, but I mean, Ultimate Team's the only thing that's making them money, and Ultimate Team's the only thing that they're interested in. There's nothing more we can do about it, really. I think you can still do mods on PC. Hopefully for the PC community, they can still do mods. I wouldn't like as bitter and as much of a hate I am. Like the fact that PC they have the freedom to tweak the game as much as they want. Like I'd rather at least a group of people being able to maximize or utilize this game to its full capacity, because it's just wrong. It's just wrong for them to release a game that's just copy and paste. This honestly doesn't feel too different from FIFA 19. It doesn't look too different from FIFA 19. So yeah, I just hope EA they backtrack on that and they don't take the ability away from the PC users to mod the game to make career mode a bit more fun for themselves. Have you got player you signed from any team? So in Football Manager, my go-to player is normally Kareem Adeyemi. I seem to have brought him into FIFA, but Kareem Adeyemi is a really good player for me on Football Manager. He always fits my tactics. Like he can either play as an inverted winger or he can play as an advanced forward. I normally force him to be an advanced forward, and he becomes a really star player. But he demands like high wages after like 2 seasons though, which is annoying. That's one thing that annoys me about Football Manager, but it's realistic. Like you constantly get bombarded with inboxes of players wanting a pay rise. Agents are just so irritating. But I love it. I love it. Hoffman. So far it's 0-0. You should be doing much better than this. Should be doing much better than this. Haven't been able to keep control of possession. But for those who missed out on the beginning of the stream, I did tweak the sliders a bit, which is probably the reasons why you're seeing a difference in my possession play. It's a lot harder for me to hold on to possession, and you're seeing the opposition have the ball a bit longer as well, because I've lowered down their passing error. I sped up their passing speed. So yeah, they're connecting more passes together. They're breaking me down a bit more often. It's taking me a bit longer to break the opposition down as well. I don't have enough of the ball. El Ghazi does well. Marcus plays it into Pedence. Pedence. That was a shot. That was a shot. I tried to shoot off balance, so yeah, that was the outcome. Pedence has the ball. Surprised we still have the ball after that ferocious attempt. Okay, Pedence is down. It's a bit of concern. He went down instantly and started holding his arm. He went down, started holding his arm. Let's see what happens. Doesn't look like there's gonna be like a little cutscene. No, there's no cutscene. Okay. 61 minutes played, an hour's gone, still no goals. Looks like we're ending the stream how we've been starting the streams. Gonna bring on Perrin, play him off the left. Pedence has got a knock. Pedence, he's been lively on the ball, just not creative or effective. When I say lively, I just mean he's been quick. He hasn't felt stiff like other players. I've been trying to do stuff with Pedence. Link up play. It's not enough going on. Yeah, is that his second yellow? Yes, that's a second yellow. So I think that's how you say it, Ignatov. He's gone off. Another yellow. Late challenge. He's quite unfortunate. He was really close to getting the ball. He had good intentions. He was just a bit too late on carry. So I'm just gonna increase the intensity now. I'm gonna go attacking, be a bit direct now that they're down to 10 men. Jude Bellingham. Perrin. Oh, days. Pedence has had a shocker this game. No, I thought that as well. But to be fair, when I've used him in this game and he's been on the ball, he seemed like he's tried to like make stuff happen. Whereas players around, oh, what's going on there? Players around him, they've been a bit static. They've not moved around. But maybe just the amount of times I've seen him moving around has made me believe he's not done too bad. But you're the spectator. You've watched, so more time you're probably right. Nice ball in. More time he probably has had a stinker. Adeyemi's a cheat though sometimes. I like signing players like the best PA. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Adeyemi is a bit of a cheat code. I hold my hand up because I directly know exactly what this guy's capable of every save I make. And every save I decide to side him. But he's kind of like what Mason Greenwood was before he got taken off the database. Like him, Greenwood, Haaland. Haaland is... he's the definition of a cheat code. No matter what league he goes in, poor shot. No matter what league he's in, he's dominant in that league. He's dominant in Europe. He's really dominant in Europe. So yeah, still 0-0. Still 0-0. I'm just attempting really poor shots because I'm failing to create things. That's what I do when I'm hitting a brick wall too often. I start shooting with ridiculous plays from ridiculous places, just hoping. But that's probably why I score a lot of bangers, because eventually I'll just keep trying to score the banger until it goes in. Because if we're not creating direct... See, look. I'm trying to just play simple passes into certain players. Like, that was meant for Bellingham. For some reason, it locked onto Perrin and we've lost possession. Not every game's going to go your way. Here's Perrin. I really need to play him down the centre. There's a Marcus. Gary. I'm going to keep trying it, guys. I'm going to keep trying it. There's nothing going on ahead of me. I'm very stubborn sometimes. And when things aren't working out with the link up, I'll just keep shooting until somebody gets... like has that spark in their brain to actually make that run. I'm tired of forcing players to play football. These guys are here spectating. They're literally here spectating. Certain runs that are being made are ridiculous as well. Like someone will make a run when I can't like physically get the ball to them. And there we go. That's exactly what I mean. I'll just keep shooting until eventually the door will have to open, and that's exactly what's happened. Bellingham with a banger, 2 games in a row. Nothing going on ahead of me. Like Willis, his movement's been shocking, if I'm honest with you. I've not enjoyed using him in this episode. Belghazi, he did well in the last game, but off the right-hand side, he's been very quiet. I had to play Perrin. He was really quick, running down the left-hand side in some cases, but he will just run straight into traffic, which just goes to show he's not meant to be over there. But yeah, nothing's happening in front of me. I'm just going to keep shooting. And then we've got our goal. 1-0. 1-0. Dortmund save is a bit broken. Yeah, you start off with... but the thing is with Dortmund, you can start a save with Dortmund. Obviously, try to build a side around the players that you currently have, and then move them on, because... Bellingham, it's not realistic for him to stay at Dortmund until he ends his career. Haaland already made it clear he was using Dortmund as a stepping stone before he even joined them. And yeah, Dortmund pretty much feed Bayern Munich their best players. So you can still do a save of Dortmund, obviously get rid of those 3 players, and then rebuild the squad in your own image. There's a Perrin. He has no ball control whatsoever. As soon as I accelerate, his first touch is just non-existent. Look. He's just too quick for his own good. Just run straight into traffic. So far things haven't been going our way in this game, but we got there in the end. We got a goal. Spartak Moscow, they've defended for their lives. They made it hard for me to pick out easy passes in behind. They've been good at cutting out passes, but they've not been good at closing me down in this second half, because I've had a lot of opportunities to just shoot with random players. Tried different shots. I've tried smashing it. I've tried finessing it. Tried different angles. I've tried finesse it from the left, smashing it from the left, finesse it from the right, smashing it from the right. Seemed to me that we had to try do it through the center, and it worked. It worked in the end, and we've got the victory. It's 1-0 to United. Another set of 3 points. We've ended the group doing a clean sweep. Won all 6 of our games. Spartak Moscow are officially knocked out of Europe altogether. We are gonna check on Group C to see how Lyon and Leipzig got on, and then we're gonna cap the episode off by looking at the league table and looking at the calendar to see what games we are going to be playing in the future. Yeah, get in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of that performance. Let me know what you think of the live stream. Am I talking too much? Am I not pacing myself enough? Should I continue doing what I'm doing? Should I interact with the live chat more than commentating on the game? Yeah, I just need to know. I need advice because I'm new to this streaming stuff. Normally, I just do pre-recordings. I have my takes, have my clips. I clip them up, put them together. But it's been a while since I've done live streaming, especially to this kind of audience. Before, like, my channel was a bit smaller when I did live streaming. Now we have like 400 subscribers. Obviously, not all of you guys tune in at the same time, but I actually have people to talk to now. Before, I would just be talking to myself. So it was just easy for me to just concentrate on the game and commentate. Now I have people that's actually giving me suggestions, dropping comments, asking questions. So going back and forth, trying to monitor what you guys are saying, trying to answer as best as I can, and concentrate on the game is a task, but I will get better the more I do it. Sorry, my Mac is it's about to die. Oh, sorry, things are dropping. So if you are planning to like do a channel or stream, one thing, my main, oh, there we go. That was bound to happen. My main thing is cable management. Cable management is important. If you're all over the place, things are gonna be all over the place. Very unique stream this is. Just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Had to charge the Mac, and during the course of me trying to charge the Mac, I knocked down the light that gives me good lighting. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna read the chat. That's because how many people use him in FIFA and FM because of his age and potential. Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? Do you know what I've started like doing less, going into like career mode. I stopped monitoring like who are the best youngsters each release. So what I used to do growing up, playing career mode, I just used to go on a website, find out who had the best potential. I'll sign that player and loan him out until he's like the best player. Now I've stopped doing that. Now I've just started signing randoms. Like that's why I even signed Pedence. I didn't want to go out and just do a save and just sign typical people that you see in everybody's thumbnails. I enjoy signing like the unorthodox player here and there. That's why I ended up going for Tomori instead of going for LaCroix when he was really hyped up. I went for Inacio instead of getting Bastoni. Like just the typical signings that people would make in career mode. I tried to stay away from it and try to like create some sort of unique save. But yeah, and even during the course of this save, I've opted to like sell first team players and ushering young players each season, just to like add a bit of spice, because we are starting off with a really overpowered side in Man United. Because on paper, in the game, they're overrated. Let's just be honest. the ratings that we have, we shouldn't have the ratings that we have on the game. So when you do a save, it's not really challenging. That's why you have to look to sliders to make it difficult. You have to create scenarios where you can't spend a certain amount. So yeah, it's always fun to create some sort of scenario to make things harder, to make things challenging, because then that way you immerse yourself into the game a lot more. But yeah, let's take a look at the Champions League group. Let's see let's see how that's looking. So yeah, RB Leipzig, they've pipped the knockout stage in the Champions League. They pipped Lyonnais, which is quite unfortunate for them because they've been second place throughout the group. So it's just been Man United and Lyonnais in top two until that final game. So they should be really ashamed of the way they've ended that group. So yeah, Leipzig, they ended up getting a, was it a draw? Leipzig. Oh no, they won. They won. Why am I asking? Is it a draw? They had four. I'm super tired. I'm super. Don't worry. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. I forgot that they were 3 points ahead of them before going into that game. But yeah, this is how the table looks at the end of this stream. This ain't the end of me. This ain't like the end of the streaming today. I am gonna be streaming later on, but it's gonna be a different game. I am gonna be streaming Pez, and I am gonna find like a story based game to play and get into as well, because I want to be a bit more active on my channel. I think this summer I've slowed down quite a lot, and yeah, I just want to pick up the pace a bit going into well, we are in autumn, and yeah, I just want to have good momentum on this channel going into the winter time as well. But yeah, I always get sidetracked. Sidetracked City. Manchester United are first with 37 points at the table. Chelsea are second with 32 points. We are 5 points clear on them. Spurs, they're now third place, 30 points on the table. Liverpool are fourth, sorry, with 30 points on the table as well. City, they have 27 points and they're fifth. Arsenal are sixth with 27 points as well. Let's take a look at the bottom three. Norwich are now in the bottom three. Fulham have found a way to creep out the relegation spot. They're not safe. They're far from safe, but it is a start. It is a start for Fulham because they started off really badly. We were about, I would say, 6 games in, and they had no points on the table at all. So 15 games played, and then they've now got 13 points and they're 16th. I would say it's positive for them. Sheffield United, they continue to be in a rut. They are 20th with 6 points on the table, and Reading are 19th with 8 points. So yeah, the table's starting to take a shape around December. Like I said, it always takes a shape around December. You kind of get to see like who's a bit serious this season. Obviously, there's going to be a massive dip around March or April. You're going to see who are the sides that are bottle jobs and who are actually serious. So in terms of that player of the year, this is the short list. They have Sancho, Mbappe, Adeyemi, and Rashford. I don't think this is even based off of performance. This is just based off like um, overalls, and the player, the side that wins the Champions League obviously has the more players in the short list. And I think there was a season where Willis was the top goal scorer, and he didn't even make the short list. So this stuff here doesn't really matter. I just do it just to add some entertainment to career mode, because career mode is very bland. There's no awards ceremonies. Like, the award systems just don't make sense. But my prediction, let me know in the comment section below, who do you think is gonna win Player of the Year? My prediction is probably going to be Adeyemi. If it's not Adeyemi, then it's theft, because he had a really good season in terms of goal contributions. So yeah, I'm expecting him to pip Mbappe and his two teammates to the Ballon d'Or. Let me read the chat. Why you got so little money? What do you mean? I got so little money? What are you talking about? I got a billion. Mate, I think you're trolling. If you're joking, then yeah, I need to be able to understand when someone's joking. But I got 1,359,000,000 and 85. I don't even know what that means. That's probably like 85 pence. I don't know, 85k. But yeah, we've got a lot of money. I just don't spend. I don't spend. My wage budget is quite low for the amount of money that I have. Why? So yeah, Norwich footy. So you think Adiemi? You think Adiemi is gonna get Ballon d'Or? I think so too. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at the calendar now. So the next time we see each other, we're not gonna be playing these 3 games. I'm gonna play these games off camera. We're gonna play these games off camera. Unless you guys want me to play these games on camera and just do a super long stream and include this quarterfinals against Leicester City, we could actually do that. Yeah, the next stream we could actually do that. We could play all 4 of these games because yeah, why not? Why not? We're live streaming. So yeah, we could play all 4 of these games, or I could skip Wolverhampton, skip Norwich, play Brentford, Leicester, West Ham. Oh no, we don't want to play Brentford twice in one stream. I don't know how to do this. We're seeing a lot of yeah, we're seeing repeated teams, Norwich and Brentford. They're duplicated fixtures. Okay, how am I gonna do this? So okay, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do Norwich, Brentford, Leicester, and West Ham. That way, we avoid the duplication of these 2 fixtures. I can play these 2 games off camera, and then we'll meet back for January. I prefer to do a live stream in January. We can live stream the whole of January as well. That way, we can have like interactive ideas. You guys can suggest players to sign, and I could probably tell you guys why I don't want to sign Mason Mount, because I get that a lot. Everyone keeps trying to get me to sign Foden or Mason Mount. But yeah, that's it. That caps off the live stream. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for showing support for the channel. I'd like to thank you guys who tuned in for this stream, especially if you saw like the error of the first stream that I attempted today. Thank you for coming back and showing support, leaving likes, dropping comments, sharing with your mates as well. When I've asked you guys to do so, I really appreciate it. And continue to hit the notification bell, and not continue to hit the notification bell, just hit the notification bell, just so you're notified when I'm uploading a video, premiering one, or if I'm about to go live. And yeah, I don't know what to say now. I don't know what to say. I think I've spoken so much that I've just run out of gas. But yeah, see you later on, because I am going to be streaming other games. And yeah, if you guys are interested in tuning in for those, I mean, you're more than welcome to come. If you're not, I understand, because some guys are just here for Football Manager, some guys are just here for FIFA, some guys are just here for content in general. But yeah, see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.